Alright, Tuesday, 12/31, 22 seconds, year 2024, 7th month, July 23rd day. And it's washer day again today. Alright, so let's put this over here. So the new capacitor came in. Here it is. So it's the 189 to 227 microfarads UF. It's also the same as MFD microfarad. 125, 110, 125 volts AC. And it's got 4 prongs to be able to hit, but you just need 2 of them, 1 on each side. So I'll hook up over here. Goes in here. I suppose might as well get the splash shield from the other one and put it on here. Here's the water pump. It turns. Sure does seem kind of hard to turn though. Motor, chipmunks. Here's the timer. See if that still functions. If not, oh well. Here's the coupler. Motor for the other shimmy-jig. Seems like, there they are. There's the 2 clamps for the water pump. So this is the same thing. Got the same top. Same size. This one's got a skirt, so it looks like the tape is still wonderful. Just start peeling it off. This is a water shield. Alright, so this thing went on this way. So with the back part facing toward the bucket. So there it is like that. And just put this on here. Back part face toward the bucket. Well, put it on the other way. That's the bucket side. Gonna be facing this way. There. So now it's on there. Did get a little tore right there. We'll get a little tape. Whoops. And there's the front one. It's gonna be facing toward the back. Brother needs to go get a little piece of tape. So take this thing up a bit. Get a piece of silver tape, duct tape. Put it like this. Fix the tear right here. Just got a tear, so just hold it there and put the tape on. Yeah, might as well just put a little bit of, tear that a little bit. Got a little piece, little L piece out there so it can, when it goes on, it's got wraparound room to go on. So. I just put it on like that and then just dip the piece around. That one's there. And this one just goes around like that. This has to be waterproof or dustproof or something, whatever the fuck it's. There now. Now it's there. Here's the it doesn't say who it's from. Anyway, no, there it is. No, that's not it either. Anyway, so that's just the eBay receipt.
There's Boob. She's snugged. Yeah, I'm snugged. She had her fingernails clipped yesterday. Yeah, tender fingernail.
Because older cats, they tend to, fingernails, the claws tend to overgrow. They start curling under and grow into the toes. So you gotta keep them clipped.
Yeah. They call me Snippier, man. Snippier. Yep.
She's a happy little kitty.
I had to have tiny dry eyes with the pink rag now. All right, go back out.
And there's a friend white guitar. There's the tiny pink rag. that was used with Tiny to keep Tiny's eyes dry when they leak. Older cat eyes, they tend to leak. Keep them daily dry. So, put the lightning bolt back in. And then hook this thing back up. Now, there's nothing plugged in right now. And these things come uncharged, so it's all right to touch the metal pieces. But they just need one second of electricity hooked up to them, and they're fully charged again. So, this is called a starter capacitor. It stores electricity, extra volts, so that it gives a blast to spin. motor started. And once the motor gets started, it has a centrifugal clutch system built into the switch, and the gravity from spinning causes the contact points to separate with the clutch. So this one says front, this one says back, and it doesn't matter which one goes where, but your brother does like to just put them in the same spots. So brother marked these. This one says front, and this one goes to the back. So when the capacitor goes on, it's going to be going this way and facing that way. And there's a back one there, and there's a front one. So the one going to the back is how it functions, and the one going to the front is how they connect. So this one's front. The other one's back. And then this, let me get a close up on how this goes in. And then this has got a hook right here. And the edge of this right here, the capacitor just fits into the hook. Put it in this way. Fits into the hook. And then it just pushes up underneath. And just like that. So now it's in there. It's in there connected, and that's probably pretty much all that it needed was that. But the brother tore apart the fucking timer, so the washing machine might be fucked up still because of the timer. But the brother can always finagle that and play around with it and see what can happen with it. So now down here, put the motor in. So just a matter of get the motor here, and this switch, the plate has been gotten off, and everything's been flammed and cleaned. So here's the coupler. This is the new updated ones because they got the metal in there. And so this just goes on just like that. Goes all the way on, and it's there. And it goes sideways like this, and the switch points to the side. So here's the springs. Just go in and just put them straight on in, and turn it sideways, and they just go right on in there. And then remove these screws right here. So there's that screw. That screw. Just put those to the side there, and then this is actually going to go on this way. Centrifugal switch facing that way, and just line up the back. Line the one up in the back. Just line it up like that. Two at the bottom, one at the top. And then line this one up. Two at the bottom, one at the top. so that it fits right on in there. Goes together. And just grab it and get it on in there and get the cardboard here to lay on or sit on. Put the elbow on. So grab it, get a bit sideways and get it up on in there. One can look to the side and see that it's gonna fit together. Well, it's having a hard time going in that way, so seems how it went on fairly easy. Brother's just gonna pull it off. Brother can use the rag for the knees. Here, I'll just put this back on. I'll put this on this one. It'd be easier. There. Now it's got one at the bottom and two at the top. And put it in like that. And go with it that way. Now get back on down here. And get on in there and brother can get this functioning without being all in the way. Kind of awkward, but get all the dirt off the cardboard. Well, maybe it's gonna have to be this way. I didn't want to get in there. Alright. Put it in this way. Yeah, it's a lot easier putting it in this way. Now it wants to go right on in. And just be sure it's in there. Well, maybe it didn't. It didn't go all the way on, so probably needs to be pressed on more. Nope, that's as far back as it goes. All right, well. I should put that fucker back on there. Huh. Seems like it's short of. Seems like it's. Oh, it's on backwards. That's why it goes the other way. Alright, that was the wrong side. So Pull this fucker off. This is where the water pump side goes. Put it on the other side, on the short end. Over here on the short end. This goes on the short end, so that's why. There. Now I'll put this fucker back on. And I'll put the centrifugal switch over here this way. And it goes on the front part this way. There it is. Now, fucking rocks off that cardboard. Just get in there and line those up. Just you can see a bit. There, now it goes in. That one holds. And this one holds, and then put the screws in. Believe it or not, this is the easy part. The hard part's gonna be fucking playing with that fucking timing switch. Alright, get the bucket over here. Get the wrench. Tighten that up. Not too tight, don't want to strip anything. Alright, now it's time for the water pump. Be able to perform this without, and then this clip thing can go on. So just be sure that this part down here at the bottom, let's get an easier view. Be sure that little one at the bottom fits on the bottom part right there, and then the rest of them fit on there. So just connect the bottom one first, and then bring it on up there and push it on. And it clicks in place, snaps in spot. Just like that. So these ones are still whatever switch that's called. But now get the camera back over here. And might as well just put the water pump fit it up. Line up the water pump hole here so that it goes, it's up and down with the motor here. Or just put it on and spin it, whatever, so that it lines up. Then you can put the water hoses on over here. Let's go over to this side so it's easier to see. Yeah. So this water pump goes on. Just kind of twist it and line it up. It's got fucking 4 holes here, so it can't really miss anything. It's got 4 holes that the tabs line into. It's got tabs at the bottom too, so you can't really miss it. Can't go wrong. You can see it down there in between. Just fits in, so can't go wrong with that. Not at all. Get these fucking cords out of the way. Then line up the water things. This one's supposed to snap into this hole here. It's got a hole right there, and then a clip that clips in, but this one seems like it doesn't want to. Oh, that's why it was kind of broke. Ah, there we go. Got to line it up on the small part. That's why it never really wanted to go in. Just line it up on the small part, click it in. It's still kind of broke. It kind of stays there. So anyway, put it on there like that, and then get the pliers and put these, clamp these, and then squeeze them together and put the clamps in place. Just little squeezer clamps. So we'll get a close up on those. They just squeeze together with the pliers. Put them on there. Squeeze them together and move it over. Same thing with the bottom one. Squeeze them together and move it over. Just like that. So, and then these tabs go in here. Tabs go in sideways. So, tab up in there. There's the way they look. So there's a notch hole up in there. Go in there and turn it sideways, and then clip it. Ah! That's sharp. And it's got one at the bottom too. It's the same thing. So to be able to see that, put the clip in sideways like that, and then turn it. There. Turn it, it's in there, and then bring it in and clip it up. And it snaps in spot. So, there. That was the easy part, all that. Like I said, the hard part is coming up, and that's gonna be seeing whether or not the timer's gonna function. Hooking the timer up is easy. It's just a matter of hooking the things up on there. And this one just screws off. You have to push it in to screw it off though. And then this just pulls off. It only goes on one way because it's a bell housing with a flat spot. So this is going to be going in here, and here's the motor part, the circle that goes toward the center of the washing machine. So it's going to be sitting up in there like that, turning this way. So when this goes in, it goes up into the hole like this. And then there's two screws to hold everything in place at the top. 2 screw holes right here. So for now, just pop it straight in like that, and but just position it like this, and then put the now it looks like it goes this way. There we go. Got to turn it so the 2 prongs The 2 prongs are on this side. It's hard to see with the light. The 2 prongs are on this side, and the thick prong is on the other side. You see the thick prong. But it'll only go in one way, so can't really fuck that one up either. If it'll go together, it won't. So just flip it around the other way until, you know, the slots, they'll only go in one way. One's a big slot on this side, goes into, fills the gap, and one's a double thin slot on the other side. So it only goes in one way to fill the gap. And it snaps on, and then this can be ready to screw. So the screws are in the bucket down here. But also remember, there's this part that goes on it too, but this ain't gonna be going on there for now. We just want to see if it'll fucking start and function. So here's the screws here. Get the wrench ready. Remember, everything is unplugged. Everything is unplugged right now. So here's that, and then the screw holes line up on the other side. Here they are from the other side, upside down. 2 screws go right on there. So, and just tighten them up. So everyone knows how to tighten shit up. So that can be seen from a distance. You know, and the thing is who knows what, once the power goes on, whether this thing's gonna blow up or not. Because, you know, your brother might have put the fucking timer together back the wrong way, but anyway, so the timer's on now. All the grounds are connected. So now it's just a matter of put the body back on. Okay, so bring the cord over here. Put the body back on so that the lid switch can be connected. Clean this up a bit. Line up the holes. have to put it on. Don't have to. It doesn't have to be all connected or anything. Just have to be put on. Just has to be put on, so at least the lid switch can be attached right here. So otherwise, one could just put a jumper cable going from there to that one, the two outside ones, one from that one to that one. It's just a little U-shaped jumper cable. So here's the lid switch. That one only plugs in, and then here's the power supply switch. Those two only plug in, so you can't fuck that one up either. It can't be messed up. They only go in one way. They only fit. Each of them is a custom fit. And then the lid can be put down and be somewhat in place. And that can be put on, and then this can be screwed on. Remember, it only goes on one way because it's got a flat spot on it, so you can't fuck that one up either. It can't be fucked up. It won't go on. It only goes on one way. And then just screw this thing on. Okay, so that's that. Now, everything is perfect. So who knows whether or not this thing's gonna fire up now. This is the whole grand question, the whole grand finale here. Plugging it into the electricity and wonder what's gonna happen. So might as well unplug the smartphone in case something starts to want to fry. Well, first gonna put it on off. Hopefully it's off, but who knows. And now here's the grand finale. Here's plugging it in. Oh boy. Kind of need a different switch to plug this in. Not feeling too comfortable plugging this in right now. But, I think it'd be more advisable to have a switch system. So go inside and go get the switch system and just flick the switch. Just happen to have one in the wall over here, so just pull it out of the wall. So I got one here. Just a regular old plug-in switch. Here's the meat. Here's cooking. Hamburgers in there. At the add water point. It's still got 15 more minutes. It goes up to 59. Actually 20 more minutes. So this thing's on off. All right. So now here it is. Now plug this thing in. be sure this thing's on and off. Well, it won't matter because the battery's on green anyway. So it says off. It was on off, so here it goes. Okay, so there's that. And now, what's gonna happen? I'll put this up here. Nah, I think I'll just hold it like this. Just hold it like this and then press the button from here and see what happens. See if something sparks or jolts. So here it goes. 3, 2, 1. All right, nothing. So that's a good sign for now. Now, the next thing is going to be pulling the knob because it might be backwards. So, nothing. All right. Now, spinning it is going to be the next thing because it might be on. It might turn itself on because it might be backwards. Nothing so far. Okay. So, put it on heavy and see if the water thing buzzes. Nothing. There's nothing going on with it. Put it on spin, nothing. So nothing's happening. Now, is it possible that that it's not on? So, press it the other way. Now everything's off. Nothing. So, ain't nothing happening. So, there's some noise. Sounded like it. Oh, that sounded like the fucking something wanted to spin. It's on spin mode here. I'm just clicking every position. All right, so there, something happened. Look at that. There, it's spinning. All right. So we got something going on, so it's just a matter of... And once again, it's on the wrench cycle here, but it wanted to spin right there. So we'll remember that. Like I said, there's probably it's probably the timer's put together wrong. So Okay, so there's another one. Well, that's... Okay, so it's off. Everything's backwards because it's pulled off. But when it pushes in, now it wants to start. But it has to be just in the right spot. Alright, so that's wonderful there. So now it's just a matter of, but still haven't heard this pump turning on yet. So it wanted to spin there, it wanted to spin on rinse here, and it wanted to spin on off there. So the distance between the two looks like the same distance. Well, it looks like the same distance between these two right here. Spin to spin. So that's what it looks like. So it seems like this spin to this spin here is a little bit less difference. So it should start spinning somewhere up in here to match the same. So let's see if that happens. There it is. So it's wanting to turn, but just have to get the electricity just right. Ah, there's the agitator. Ah, so there's, look at that. Ah, now it's functioning with it off. Look at that. And now it's agitating. It was agitating when it was pushed in. Anyway, so that was a good sign. Now it agitates too, and it wants to spin on spin mode. Here's an ant. Hopefully he didn't fall down into here. If he did. There, I got him. Up, he fell down in there. Oh, he escaped through there. Yeah, that fucker's not going to be liking life. He escaped into one of those holes. So more than likely he's going to end up, unless he gets his way up the bucket, he's going to end up drowning. But he chose his path, so. So we'll just call that for now. At least we got spin, we got agitate. Still haven't got the noise for this yet. So just play with it a little bit more here to see if we can get the noise for that. Okay, so that's there's got to be a way to get this lid off. Yeah, brother's gonna remove the lid. The lid switch doesn't matter because it's already connected. So the brother's gonna remove the lid here. Get these screws off here and just remove the lid. That way don't have to keep fucking opening the fucking lid. so put these screws down there for now. Put this one over here. No use having it fucking fall all over the fucking place. Brother heard something. Heard the water pump kind of pop up as the thing was being pressed against. Okay, so there's all those right there. Put these inside the bucket here. That way they're not going to be going anywhere. Put the screwdriver in there. Now, the brother should be able to just pull that out. There's another fucking ant right there. Blew his ass off. Alright, so there's the pull that fucking thing out. Gotta fucking hold the camera and do this all at the same time. Oh, this one's a fucking bent one. That's fucked up. That one's all fucking bent. Don't really want to come out of there. Hold on a second. Well, brother needs to plug the camera back in now that it's safe. Hang this fucking thing from the tree here. Got a nice gorilla grip to be able to. Looks like it'll pull out. Just having a hard time. I can feel up underneath the washer that it's flat. It should come all the way through. Ashley, that's all that needs. Don't need to move it anymore. It's wonderful right there. No use fucking with it. As long as the brother can see what's going on inside, that's all that matters. Without fucking having to flip the fucking lids. Anyway, so that's it for part one. Brother's just gonna. He did want to see if he could put this other lever back inside the box before it falls off somewhere. Want to see if the water pump will start buzzing. Well, this is cool because now the brother can wash all this fucking shit, dirt and smeg behind this fucking lid. So now all of a sudden everything wants to function so as it pulls out. So that's telling me there's something going on with the push and pull part of this fucking whole mechanism. So the brother will have to play around with that part too. So it might be that it needs to be rotated to line everything up. There's the spin. There's the spin. There it is. That's what the brother was looking for. That's the sound right there. That's the water pump. So there it is. Water pump sounding off. That's this right here. It can be heard. It can be felt. It's vibrating. This is the electronic. The door opens up to unblock the water pressure so it'll go through. The water pressure started. The water's going off right there on rinse right there. the water should be coming on at any one of these different water modes. So that's something to keep in mind right there. So, okay, it shuts off. Oh yeah, it should be on. This is the on. Pushing in should be off, so it is still backwards. Okay, there's the spin. There's the spin. There's off. So look at that. Rinse. So that one lined up and then spin and then went off. It went rinse, spin, and then off. So something tells me that if I put this thing on off and if I set it to wash now, and I pull this out and then jimmy it, the water pump should go on. So let's see if that happens. Nothing. Something seems to be clicking. Going all the way up here, it's going to be reaching spin. There it's going. There it's going right there. So the water's coming on right here. That tells me this thing's 180 degrees off. I'm pretty sure that's what's going on. Not only is the button 180 degrees off, the water should be coming on over here on the other side. Okay, there's a spin, but there is a spin there. Just wanting to spin. Spin. Ah, it is rinse. Okay, so that is a rinse. So those are lining up. Rinse and spin is lining up. And then off. The water should be coming on because this is a new cycle. It's not coming on. Now this should be, it would come on here because it came on last time. There it is. Came on right there. And then hit and spin over here, because there's the lever. Okay, it's on. Vibrating. There's spin. Now it's spinning. Now it's off. That ant in there is probably having himself one hell of a fucking time being spinned around inside there. So going around again. This thing off. Nothing. So nothing's wanting to go for the regular cycle. Off. There's something kind of went. Spin, it's on off. Now it's wanting to spin, but it's not on spin. Now the rinse is going, water pump. Should spin again. God, I'd have to watch the video to figure out where the agitate mode happened again. Anyway, that's good enough for now. Rather just pull that timer off and play around with it, have some adjustments with it. And that'll be it for this video, part 1. Pull finger.